Hey everybody, Necroxis here, and I just wanted to give a little bit of an end of the year update, status update for my channel. It's been a pretty good year for the channel that actually didn't exist this time last year. So I've hit over 1,000 subs since I started in April. I'm at about 1,150-ish right now. I actually set a goal back in about July that I wanted to hit 1,000 before the end of the year. And I hit that at about October, and then my stretch goal, I guess if you could say, was to hit 1,250 by the end of the year. But we didn't reach it. We got halfway there, but I'm still really happy. Thank you everyone who watches my channel. I still am kind of amazed because compared to some places, it's more rough around the edges. I'm still trying to get a feel of how I like to do things on YouTube. It's very much a work in progress, learning curve for YouTube with video editing, especially because I am completely ignorant, almost 100% ignorant when it comes to video editing software. For example, you might have noticed if you're watching my last couple videos, some of them have been frozen at the end, and that turned out to be some kind of encoding problem that had to do with the editor that I use and just the raw file. I don't know why it doesn't show up until after it's already been edited even when it has been edited and I watch it, it looks fine. But when I upload it, it still does the issue. So it's like it's an issue with the editor as well as YouTube's format, and I'm still trying to figure out what the problem was and trying to fix it. I think I fixed it for the most part. But yeah, so I'm still trying to learn that out. It's not one of those things where I watch or I'm involved with someone else who I just take all of their ideas and just apply it to mine. I am, working with the Smoking Gamer channel, but my channel really has nothing to do with their workings per se. I'm just a guest on their show, on Pride's show. And Rioris, who does the tech stuff for Smoking Gamers, helped me out a little bit, but mostly it's been me just trial and error, just figuring things out. So thank you for staying with me. I'm really hoping 2014 to be a much clearer, much more presentable lore fashion, much neater. Insert any other synonym here. But so yeah, thank you for watching me. If you have been, continue to stay subscribed. It is what I like to call the holiday lull right now. I'm not really doing much lore videos because I'm doing stuff with the holidays, with the family, and then even when Christmas is over, a week from today on the 30th is my birthday, so I'm going to be dealing with I'm going to be doing family stuff with birthday and friends, and then New Year's comes along, and so but I didn't want to leave the channel with just nothing updating for like 3 weeks. So I did just finish Curse of the Worgen retro lore, and now I've been doing Walking Dead. I did episode 1 of Walking Dead, and then I did the Worgen retro lore, and now I just finished episode 2 on the channel. So basically, my plan is to just pump out Walking Dead until next year. So you're gonna see I might do a small retro lore in between that at some point, but I don't have anything recorded yet for that. So but right now the plan is just to do Walking Dead until 2014. Like 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna come back and my biggest goal for 2014 is to do way more lore type videos than I have been the last couple months, because when I first started, I had like a character video out like every 2 weeks, and now I haven't had one out in like a month and a half. And admittedly, it's been a little bit of a lazy kind of thing on my part. The character videos are really hard to they're not extremely difficult, but they take a lot of work. So I've kind of been slacking off. So one of my biggest goal in 2014 is to have a lot more character videos, like how when I first started out in April, roughly the same amount of retro lore videos that are going on right now. Retro lore is always meant to be like an interspersing series between like content lull, basically. It's basically meant to be when I am working on something or I can't release something, retro lore. That's what I put up. So I'm going to try and stick back to that goal that I set for myself back in April and May. So what I did, I have notes on my screen if I'm looking away. Let's see, yeah, like I said, back in 2014, I expect a lot more lore content to be coming out, especially with Warlords of Draenor, ramping up the development of it, increasing and finishing. Whenever I do get into the beta hasn't started yet, but I got into Wave 1 of Mists of Pandaria beta. You know, it might have been the whole the annual contract thing, but a lot of people I know who signed up for that didn't even get into that until the very end. But I got into it Wave 1 for Mists of Pandaria. I also got into Cataclysm Wave 1, so I'm hoping that Warlords of Draenor I get into Wave 1, and then I can, you know, show you guys a lot of good content from the beta, stuff that you know, wasn't at BlizzCon. Of course, lore, definitely lore, because I'm definitely interested in the story, especially as someone who's skeptical of the story premise of this expansion, to say the least. I want to show a lot of the lore of it, but I'm also going to be showing, you know, non-lore stuff like gameplay, garrisons, if that's in the beta at the time, you know, the new 100 talents. So yeah, look for that coming whenever the beta starts. I don't know when it's going to start, but Blizzard said they've been looking to get this expansion out sooner than the other ones. A lot of people, myself included, have said, you know, July is pretty much like the final date that they need to get that out by. Otherwise, they're going to run into another Icecrown Citadel situation where they have one raid out for almost a year. So, you know, I would not be surprised if the beta started in January or February. So look for that. Also, Reaper of Souls. I might not, you know, express a lot on this channel, but if you watch Boether's lore, I've said it a couple times. I'm a huge Diablo fan. I think the lore, you know, admittedly, I wasn't really big into the lore in Diablo 2 because I watched a video recently, and I can't remember whose video it was, so I'm sorry, but it was someone who was explaining the lore of Diablo, and they put it very succinctly. Basically, the way that they expressed the lore in Diablo 2 was very, very, very shoddy. You know, it was almost entirely through those really slow-crawling dialogues with characters like Akara and stuff like that in Diablo 2. But once, you know, Diablo 3 was in development, and they started releasing stuff like, you know, the Book of Cain, the Book of Tyrael, my chats with Howie and Dunn actually have been helping out with this in the past, where they have those books, and Jan too, Janelle. I've really gotten interested in Diablo lore, and I find Reaper of Souls really fascinating. I've been having increasing amounts of lore conversations about this, you know, with my friends in Smoking Gamer, you know, just off camera, just off the cuff, because we're nerds like that. So whenever Reaper of Souls beta comes out in like a general sense, I know they did a very limited beta, and that Howitzer got in, but I believe that was more of a test kind of thing. I don't think they're doing like a full closed beta yet, but once that starts, when I get in, I'll be showing videos from that. Probably just the lore, because the gameplay is not changing that much in terms of actual characters, but, you know, if you guys want something when those come out, I'll try to deliver. Finally, something I wanted to talk about, something that people have been saying and mentioning lately, is Necroxis, you've been showing a lot more of other games on your channel lately. Are you planning on doing that? And, you know, some people, even before I did this, people, I don't know if this is going to sound pretentious or not, but people have been like, you know, comparing me to Jesse Cox, only in the sense that we're both bigger guys, and we focused on World of Warcraft lore at first. I don't profess to be anywhere near as talented as him in terms of voice acting or comedy or such like that, but, you know, I feel like what I'm about to say is going to just further that comparison, so whatever, screw it, I don't even care anymore. I want to show other games on the channel more. I play most certainly more than just World of Warcraft. I've been doing Walking Dead lately, which I really, really love that game. I hadn't played it yet. I held off until the entire season was released, and I'm in love with the game. And I just want to show off more games on my channel. So hopefully I'm going to try and do that as well in 2014. Different games, you know, anything RTS, you know, whenever Legacy of the Void comes out, I'd love to record that campaign, because even though the StarCraft lore admittedly isn't that great, I'm still kind of invested into it. You know, stuff like that, StarCraft campaign, you know, more Walking Dead type stuff. You know, anything else that comes out that seems like it'd be up my alley. I'm really into like RPGs and like story-based games. So I would expect to see more of those coming in 2014. If you don't like that, I'm very sorry, but I understand, because you kind of subscribe to, you know, a channel that initially said it was going to be 100% about World of Warcraft lore. And while I'm certainly not saying this in preference of like a next comment that's, you know, something of the effect of, I'm going to move away from WoW because I have no plans of doing that, I just want to do more things on the channel, because, you know, who knows how long World of Warcraft's going to last. I had honestly thought, like I said in my Warlords of Draenor the pre-BlizzCon one, I think, that I only expected 2 more expansions to WoW, but I don't know what they're doing with it anymore. So, if I want to think of a channel in more of a long-term kind of situation, I am going to have to do more games besides WoW. So, all of that said, the WoW content is not going to be lessening. I'm actually going to be improving it, increasing it, giving more of the WoW content. But there's also going to be other games, is basically what I'm saying. So, if you don't like that, I'm sorry, but I understand that I'm not changing it. So, I really hope you don't unsubscribe. But if you did, I would understand it, I guess. But stick with me. Stick with me. I think the few, admittedly few people that watch The Walking Dead videos, they seem to like it. So, give them a chance. Check them out if you think you'd be into that kind of thing. And, I wouldn't unsubscribe if you are against this. I would just see how it goes in the beginning and then give it a chance. And then if you're not satisfied with it, this is the internet. You can unsubscribe. That'd be totally fine with me. I wouldn't be offended. I would totally understand. Anyway, so that's about it. That's everything I want to say about the channel. Quick recap. Thank you for all the subscribers, over 1,000 since April. The holiday lull, there's going to be pretty much no WoW content, but I'm going to be releasing Walking Dead. I'm going to try and finish it actually over the holidays. So I'm not just not releasing videos for 3 weeks. 2014, much more lore content, more character videos is my goal, like how I released them back in April and May. Roughly the same amount of retro lore. Warlords of Draenor beta videos coming out when that starts. Reaper of Souls beta videos coming out when that starts. And finally, I'm going to be playing more games that are not World of Warcraft on the channel. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you understand my rationale for that last point, at least. I felt like I kind of rambled on, but hopefully you got it. I hope you guys all have a really great and happy holidays. Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you choose, even if you're non-denominational. I hope you guys have a great holiday weekend, New Year's, what have you. Be safe, and I will see you guys in 2014. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and farewell.